Okay, good morning. We have a dumbbell HIIT mixed interval cardio and strength, but not heavy strength, moderate dumbbells. I have 8s and 10s. Sometimes we'll use one dumbbell, sometimes two. Take a nice big deep breath. Let it out. Do it again. So we have, I think, 10 exercises. We're going to do them 45 seconds each first, and then we'll repeat for 30. And then I have a couple of Tabatas mixed in. This is a good mishmash of things. Well, but we will hit all the upper body groups, and I made the upper body strength doable, and like you'll feel it with the 8s and the 10s, or the 8s or the 10s. Last one. Hold the arms right here and just open up that chest. And then open and close the arms in and out. Good. We're going to add a squat right here. Good. You can open up through that shoulder if you want a little bit more extension as you come up. I would just slow it down a little bit if you do that. Oh, I'm tight today. Having trouble with the squats already. Last one. Hold those arms there and then reach it out. Up, up, up. Get as much of a reach up and over as you can. We're going to start out, I just decided, with a Tabata core section, just to get the body warm and get that heart rate up. 4 more. And reach it in front. Really extend through those fingertips. Good. 8 more right here. Feeling that rib cage move already. Twist it out. Good. Hands on your hips. Hamstring curls. Good. 2 ham curls and squat. Hamstring curl and squat. Doesn't matter what leg comes up first. And squat. Last one. Hold those squats down and up. Good. When you come up on the toes, just to work those calves a little bit. Get the feet warm. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold this one down. Up an inch, down an inch. So we go up and down. So I do a lot of this timing when I teach my bar classes and my strength classes, where we go maybe pulses quick and then slowing it down a little bit more. They're always killer. Last one. Good. Come all the way up. Big deep breath and fold over your legs. And then take your right arm, bring it up, and rotate. You can circle that wrist. And we'll go right to the other side. Now, depending on what you want here, go back to the other side. If you want more of a hamstring stretch, bring your chest down a little closer to that leg. Okay, other side. Good. And then bring your hands down, take your feet wider, and go side to side. Now, if you don't want your hands on the floor yet, just bring your hands above the knees. I'm going to do that. We do have some lateral lunges or lateral squats today. Good. 4, 3, 2. Hold it to one side. Doesn't matter which one. Hold it. Really open up through that inner thigh. Take a quarter turn to this side for a runner's stretch. And you can go right to open up. And let's circle that shoulder. A little 2 for 1 here. Warming up the hips as well as the shoulder. Last one. Come around to the center again. And then take it over to the other side. Hold it first. You can bring it up a little bit. Good. Get that nice deep stretch. Quarter turn. And just find that runner stretch. Open it up and then circle that arm. You can also drop that back knee if it feels better. And last one. Bring it back around. Bend your knees and roll it up. Give me a little cat and cow here. We'll shine that chest forward. Bring it up. I'm gonna have to turn my fan on. It is warm out here already in New Jersey. Humid day. We went from like 62 degrees the other day to like 99 in a couple of days. So bring it up and then just twist it out. Wrap that rib cage and we are ready to go. So I'm gonna put my fan on. You can do that as well. I did close this because it gets very bright when I have that open. So hopefully that looks okay. All right. So I've been just reminding my classes that, you know, with the weather getting warmer, depending on when you're watching this, might not be relevant to you. But when we have a change in the weather, our bodies need to acclimate. So maybe take more water breaks. Watch your heart rate. Yesterday, my heart rate was skyrocketing when it normally wouldn't because of the humidity. All right, so we're going to open up with a Tabata. So I have 8s and 10s. All right, the first one, and this is all core related. So I'm going to take my 8s for this one. And we're only going to use one weight for the first one. So it's going to be 20 seconds. And we're going to have the weight in our right hand, and we're going to go clean and press, bring it down, do a little squat pulse to transfer. But it is a clean and press, so it's a snatch. Because I'm hand switching at the bottom, my palm is going to be in. Normally when I do a clean and press, my palm would be facing me. But this time I'm just going to do it this way just to save a little bit of time. All right, so this is our first move. 20 seconds, weight in your right hand. And here we go. Clean it up. And then just give it a double pulse. This is going to be great, not only to warm up your core, but to get you a little lower in that squat. Good. Really fire up that core here. And last one. Good. All right, we're going to take one weight and we're going to pull the knee across. Doesn't matter what side because we're doing both. There we go. One of my favorite core moves to do. So that side knee crunch, that heart rate's going to go up because that weight's away from you. Last one. Good. All right, we're going to go right to the other side for that one. Ready? Bring it up and go. This one's actually pretty hard. So if you're having trouble, you can hold the weight here. That's just a good option. The weight can be a little closer. This 8 is feeling like an 80-pound weight right now. Good. Let me show you from the side. So push it out. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do that clean and press again. Ready? And go. Start within the other hand. See if you can get a little lower. Again, we're not going all out here, but it'll be a good warm-up. And I like the Tabata timing for this. Come on. Getting that heart rate up. Good. Last one. All right. Next one. All right. We're going to have one weight. We go overhead press, knee twist. Overhead press, knee. I like a moderate weight for this, but you could definitely go heavier. This is like your strength day. But I want you to really contract through the abs to get that knee up. Also working nice balance here. Last one. Good. All right. Grab your other weight or not. Overhead march. Contract through that core. This is slow because I don't want it to just be like knee, 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 knee. So if you don't want to hold 2 weights here, keep going. You could just hold 1, okay? Just make sure you're not locking out anything here. The weight is a little bit away from you. It's not directly over your head. Engage that core. Last one. Good. All right. We're going to do that press to the twist again. So grab your weight. Here we go. Up, twist, up, twist, up, twist. Now, even though this is a fairly light weight, when you bring your elbows in like this, you're really getting the front delt and the chest. Doing this one right after that press up overhead hold, you're gonna feel it. Last one, and time. Good, 10 seconds. This is our last move, one weight or two. You can also hold the weights here for the knee ups if you didn't wanna have the weights over your head. Bring them up, here we go. This one is definitely harder than it looks because your shoulders are stabilizing. Try to straighten those arms out. So I say don't lock, but straight. A lot of shoulder stabilization. Woo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, get a drink. So yeah, your heart rate wasn't up like crazy, but it's a good warm up. Plus your core is a little bit warmer now, which you need on board for all these exercises whenever you work out. All right, so the first one, you don't need any weights for this. Okay, 45 seconds each, 10 moves, 15 seconds, so I can just tell you the next one. All right, so this one, I haven't done this one in a while. We're gonna be in a little bit of a squat. We tap, tap, kick, kick, tap, tap. So you're tapping back, but you're loading up the front leg. It's not a lunge, it's more of a staggered position to keep it quick. And then you're really engaging the core. All right, we ready? Get into that feet apart and go. Tap, tap. So you're up and then you're low, hinged. Good one to get that heart rate up. Also, it is low impact. You're gonna see a lot of low impact today. You don't always have to jump. Sometimes low impact can be harder. Come on. These can also be knees if you don't want to kick. Just get the knee up. 15 seconds. Really pushing into that front heel. Tap the floor, get low. Last one. And time. All right. Get one weight or two. Squat, rotate. You can do it with one weight or two. I'm going to take just a 10 for this one. Ready? Here we go. Another one. It's going to get your heart rate up. It's not technically cardio, but it will get your heart rate up. Keep going. I just want to show you what it looks like with two. Your weights would be here. And then you would just take one weight up. The next interval is going to be cardio with one weight. Come on. You don't want to do these too fast because you want to rotate, have that weight away from you when you twist. A lot of core today. Last one. Ooh, all right, one weight. I'm going to take a 10. Weight in your right hand, side to side squat swing. It looks like this. Squat. And you change at shoulder height. Ready? And go. So again, another low impact one. And that weight in front of your chest is really going to make your core feel it like a plank. Make sure you're squatting and swinging. It's one of my favorites. Woo. So a lot of these exercises can be done with just one dumbbell. So those are some of my favorite workouts to do, especially when I'm not sure what to do. Come on. Woo. Oh, I love the next move. 3, 2, one more each side. Woo. Good. Next one. I'm going to get my 8s. It's a low hinge lunge alternate with a rear delt fly. So your feet are on that railroad track and you lunge and stand. You don't want to go too fast here. Look at my back leg. It's straight. Go when you're ready. So you're hinged, okay? And you're doing that rear deltoid. This is a tough one. But just keep in mind, you're straightening the back leg. So you might bend it out of habit. It's a little bit more glute based because all that weight is in that front leg and that front knee is bent, knee over your heel. Whew. Like I said, I picked exercises. I would normally use 8s for this one or 10s. Good. Whew. You're on that railroad track. Not one foot behind the other. Use that core to come up. Last one. Use that core, come up. Good. Whew. All right. Burpee on dumbbells and stand. I'm gonna get my 10s. If you don't want a burpee, do a squat and a deadlift. So you would just do deadlift to squat, okay? Whew. I'm gonna my feet wide. All right, bring them down. Burpee and stand. Now, if you didn't want to pick up the weights, you don't have to. But this is a little bit more on the legs. You might want to pick up one weight at a time. That's fine too. Make sure you're squatting to pick up those weights. Come on. Ooh. Sit into those heels. You can also walk it back. Come on. Ooh. Squeeze those glutes. I like the pickup. Ooh. One more. Time. Ooh. I'm going 8s. Lateral squat, feet apart wide. Frame the leg, or no, weights in front. Actually, they can frame. And then you go side to side with a hammer curl. Ready? Ooh, I'm gonna have them on the inside, I think. Yeah, I like that better. So you're getting legs. Now this is a hammer curl. Your elbows are down. Ooh. Go as deep as you can. Try to push into that whole foot. Ooh. So we are going to repeat these. So you can say, you know what, I'm going to go heavier next time. Totally fine. Ooh. We have a cardio move next. Ooh. If you don't want to be in a plank, you can do this standing. I'll give you an option. Ooh. Last one. And time. All right, I'm gonna have my hands on dumbbells for this one. It's 4 mountain climbers, 2 plank jacks. You can do 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 jacks, low or high, if you don't want to go down. Ooh. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 jacks. You don't have to run those knees. Whew. Hands on dumbbells if you want to keep that wrist neutral. Whew. Especially if you're starting to lift heavy and you have, you know, that grip strength. You don't want to overdo it on the wrist. Come on. Ooh, 15 seconds. You're getting a lot of shoulders here. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders. Oh, come on. Make those inner and outer thighs work on that plank jack. Whew. One more. Good. All right. We're coming down. Ooh. Single arm skull crusher. All right, I'm going to get a 10 for this one. Weight's going to be in your right hand. You're going to be here, and you're going to be in a single leg glute bridge. Left heel down, right knee up, come up to a single leg glute bridge. Hold the single leg glute bridge, and then we do a single arm skull. Ready? 45 seconds. Or don't worry, we're going to do something different when we do the 30. So it'll be a single arm tricep, but it'll be different. And then we have a cardio move in between. Oh, so you have an uneven load, okay? Your elbow stays up. If you want to hold on to that upper arm, because you want to make sure, oh, this is hard with the 10. Breathe and squeeze through that opposite glute. So I have my right arm up. I'm squeezing that left glute. Ooh, left heel is down. Ooh. Give me one more. Keep those hips level. Bring it down. Ooh. All right, next time we'll do the left. We have a cardio move in between. Come on up. Oh, this is one of my favorites. All right. One weight, or you could take 2 weights. We're gonna pick it up, put it down, and jump. Love this one. Now, if you wanna make your jump more energetic, you can lift the arms up. Just use your legs to pick up that weight, if you know what I mean. Now, if you have a dumbbell that doesn't stand up, that's okay. I'll show you what you can do. You can pick it up like this, put it down. Doesn't matter, right? It's a little easier, actually, to have that dumbbell standing up. You don't have to go down as low to get it, but you can still go low, like I'm going lower than I need to here. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Go back down, and you're going to do that tricep single arm skull on the left. Whew. We have one more move. All right. So you're going to have your right foot down, left knee bent, come up to a little glute bridge. Make sure this right heel is near your glute. Ooh, a little wobbly on this side. Here we go. Now, I did this yesterday in class, and it was easier because the weight that the dumbbell, the hand that the dumbbell was in, the same side was down. This is a little harder, okay? So if you don't like it, you can be here, but do that next time, okay? It does make it a little easier. Right now we have opposite, but make sure, look at this elbow. Whew, how are we doing? This is my new favorite move. So you can have your hand here, especially if you're a little, challenged in that shoulder. You're really squeezing this right glute. Ooh, almost there. Try not to bring the weight forward. Just bring it up and go right back down. One more. And time. Woo. All right, last move. All right, it's a core move. And you're going to use 1 or 2 weights. I'm going to use 2 8s. You're going to push the weights together so you can hold 1 dumbbell here. It's going to be a pullover. So I'm going to have 2 weights. And your knees are going to be bent. And we're going to do a tabletop tap down. Ready? And go. Okay? So I want you to go slow here. We usually extend the leg. I like to go back to this basic tabletop tap down because it's hard, okay? You have to keep that abdominal area pulled in so you don't arch your back and keep going. What you want to make sure is that you don't bring the knees in here and lift the hips. You want to have the knees as best as you can over the hips. Imagine somebody's pressing your knees away with their hand. And then you're getting the back, getting a pullover. Whew. And last one. Oh, bring it up. Okay, now just a quick note on that one. You don't have to tap all the way down. If that brings you out of your core, just lower to where, wherever you can stay strong, okay? And you want to, again, make sure you're here, okay? As best you can. All right. Whew. Come on up. Get a quick drink. And we're going to do all that again for 30 seconds. I may change up some of the moves. Like that first one is gone. The 2 taps and the front kicks. It's going to be drop squat, kick, kick. But if you don't like it, do 2 taps and 2 kicks. All right. Here we go. Ooh, I think we got everything. I'm nervous. All right. So this one, if you don't like a drop squat, which is a jump out, you can go side squat, kick, kick, side squat, kick, kick, however you want to kick, okay? All right, I'm going to kick first. Abs are tight. It's only 30 seconds. Ready? Abs are tight. Here we go. Kick, kick, drop. Kick, kick, drop. It can be kick, kick, drop. It can be kick, kick, drop. All ways to make it harder. Kick, kick, drop. These are all core focused moves. I'm looking for a little more precision rather than just going speedy, speedy. Whew. Last one. Whew. Time. Whew. All right. Whew. We have that squat, rotate, press. 30 seconds. One weight or 2. This one gets the shoulders too. All right, ready? Bring them up and go. Again, not too fast. Big exhale. Maybe you go lower in that squat. Just goes to show you, strength can raise your heart rate, especially this one. Ooh, last one. Ooh, bring it down. All right, side to side, squat, swing. I'm gonna start with the weight in my left hand this time, step out left, and swing it. Now you can add a little hop here if you want. All right, ready? 30 seconds, go. Keep your chest up. So what I don't want to see is this. It's not a hip hinge. It's more of a squat. So if you wanted to add the jump, you add a little hop at the top. I'll show you that from the front. Keep going. At the top, when you switch, boom, boom. But don't let that weight go too high. Whew. I like the low on this one. I feel like I go lower in my squat. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right. We have that low lunge with the rear delt fly. I'm going to try 10s this time. Whew. Back leg straight. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I might go a little slower. Whew. So think back and rear delt. Thirty seconds. Push. Maybe go a little lower into that bend in that front knee. Whew. Last one. And time. Whew. All right. I'm going to change the dumbbell burpee to 4 punches. Now you can squat or 4 punches, put them down burpee. I'm going to use 8s here because we're going to be punching from the core. Feet apart. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Burpee. Come up. Told you it was a lot of core. So if you didn't want a burpee, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Goblet squat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Regular sumo squat. Goblet is just the hold. So that's what that is. A goblet hold is right under the chin. 1. Better make sure your core is engaged when you come up. Last one. Woo. Time. All right. We have that lateral squat with the hammer curl. I'm going to go 10s this time. Now, if you want to make your curl harder, bring your weights together. I probably won't be able to do it with 10s, but to do a curl like this, very hard. I would do that with my 8s, not my 10s. All right, ready, set, here we go. Now I'm gonna try to go a little quicker and just kind of shift that weight without coming up. You could come up if you wanted to, but you can just kind of stay in that hinge. Both toes facing front. I just made that little adjustment. My foot, a lot of core on this one. Ooh, come on. Get your best lateral squat. It's a lateral squat because your feet are planted. Lateral lunge is when we move it. Last one. Back is long and come up. Ooh, all right. Okay. Now, this one was climbers and plank jacks. Pick one, maybe just do climbers, maybe just plank jacks. It's up to you, and you can mix it up as well, all right? Come down to your plank. I'm gonna do plank jacks. Abs are strong here, and go. You gotta keep your lower abs tight. You can also tap out here. I'm gonna try to go out as far as I can. Hands on your shoulders. Whew. Your creases of your elbow should be facing in. I'll talk about that in a second. I used to love this song. 8, 7, 6. Come on. 3, 2, 1. So I have hyperextension here. You want your creases of the elbow to be facing in. And I like the dumbbell to help me with that. You don't want your elbow out. All right. Whew. All right. All right. We're gonna do a tricep overhead extension. I told you I was gonna mix it up. So these are each 30 seconds. So we're gonna have the weight in our right hand. We're gonna be here and add a crunch. Okay? So try to get that elbow to knee. If you want to hold on to something, you can. I'm going to use an 8 here. And then in between, we have that dumbbell pickup. But I'm going to switch it up this time. I'm going to use 2 weights, narrow squat. I don't know if you can see me. Okay. So I'm going to put them down, jump, pick them up, stand. If that does not suit you, go to the 1 dumbbell. It's a little less hip, okay? All right. That's what our in-between move is. And then we just have that dead bug, and then we're moving on. All right, ready? Here we go. Love this one. So my palm is facing out. That's slow, and then crunch. Ooh. Again, if you like what we did before, just do that single arm skull crusher with a single leg glute bridge. Oh, I really feel the core on this one. Try to get that elbow to knee. One more. Straighten that elbow. Good. All right. I'm going to take the weights. Now you can do this with the weights like a suitcase. I'm going to keep my feet narrow, but you can have the weights between. Ready? All right, we're going to put them down and jump. Here we go. Pick them up. Just remember, when you pick them up, you stand. Ooh, show you from the side. So I wouldn't want you to do this one first. It's a little more quad, and it's a little more depth there. So you can always do the 1 dumbbell or have the feet wider. 3, 2, pick them up and you're done. Whew. All right. Hold on. We just rang our doorbell. Ooh, 1 weight. Left hand. So remember, straighten your arm. You need to do that. So I don't want you here. You gotta, like just when you do a kickback, you straighten. You don't kind of go halfway. All right. Ooh, what am I doing? Here we go. Now, This is my less stable shoulder. So I'm gonna go a little slower. Make sure I get that full range of motion through that tricep. Woo. So I'm gonna switch over to a Tabata after we finish our last move. Woo. This is a quicker workout. Great if you just wanna get in, get done, hit everything. Last one. Time. Woo. All right. I'm gonna add on to this one. So you can do the dead bug pullover. Instead of a tabletop tap down, I'm gonna do a leg lower, or I'm sorry, extension. And then we're gonna do 2 pullovers, and then we hold it up and flutter. 4, 3, 2, 1. Head goes back down, pull over, head up, flutter. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Because this is double, 2 moves, we're gonna do it 45 seconds. Okay. 1 weight or 2. I'm putting the weights together. You could also keep them apart if you have lighter weights. All right, head down for this part and go. So pull over, extend, come up, 3, 2, 1. We don't have to be in perfect sync here, but you see how slow I'm doing this dead bug? It's harder when you do it slower. Lift up, that's a crunch right there. 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds to go. I love moves like this where I really feel my core every step of the way. Right there, extend, break it apart because you're doing a hollow. Keep that back flat. I'm having trouble with it. It's gonna be your last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Come on up. Nice job. All right. A little mix of cardio, moderate weights. All right. All right. It's going to be a good one. Okay. So we have a little cardio burst, okay? So we're going to do 3 moves, 30 seconds each, twice, all cardio, okay? And then we'll do a core Tabata. And you're pretty much going to be on the ground for that, okay? Whew. All right, so the first one is going to be pendulum jacks. Here's your low, here's your high. We love these, right? Just make sure you kind of keep the knee soft, okay? So you can totally keep it low. You'll kind of feel the softness in that knee. Really squeeze those outer thighs on that one. Then we have squat jumps, but it's a pulse 2 jump. So it's 1, 2 jump, okay? And I really want you to explode. You can use the arms on that one, 30 seconds. Then we have, I'm gonna put my hands on the dumbbells. We have a donkey kick to a jump. So you don't have to do, you can do donkey kick or right, left, okay? Left, right, okay? Stand up and jump, okay? If you just hate that one, you can be just here and just curl, okay? And kind of, or do it quicker like that, like a run, if you didn't want to jump, okay? Lots of ways you can kind of get that in. All right, ready? Whew. Let's start with those jacks. This is 90 seconds. All right, ready? Arms up and go. So I'm showing you the low. Boom, 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 boom. These get the heart rate up because my arms are straight, okay? If you're doing the wacky, crazy jack, you can have that bent elbow. Whew. But if you're doing low impact, try to get that arm up. Whew. Come on. You got to keep your core tight on this one. 3, 2, 1. All right. Pulse and jump. Ready, go. Now, you knew that was coming, but I still want 2 pulses if you want. I'm going to save that one for next time. Now, if you don't like to jump, come up on the toes. Believe me, your quads are going to feel it. Last one. Time. Woo. All right. Donkey kick, both or single to jump. Haven't done this one in a while. Come up on your toes. Here we go. Remember, you can be here. You don't have to go to the full extent. Press them back into those heels. Last one. Whew. Whew. All right. All those again. Ready? Whew. Now you know the moves. So think about what you're going to do. Ready? Need more of a break here. All right. Here we go. Abs are tight. Use your legs. Come on. Push it up. Work that core. Woo. I can feel when I get more into it. Push that heel down. Ooh, hit my weight. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Pulse 2 jump or pulse 2 180. Ooh. Ready? And go. Make sure you can land. If not, don't do the 180. You don't want to torque your knee, but you can really get hurt. Nice, I see you doing that 180. Good job. You can be here, here. If you want to single it out, go for it. But I still want that little pause at the bottom. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Then we're down on the floor and we're out. All right. Donkey to jump. This one really gets the quads. Ready? Do it better this time. And go. So when you jump into your heels like this, then you go to your toes for the donkey, okay? Woo. Now you can totally have your hands on the floor. Ooh. Hello, core. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Let that heart rate come down. I'm glad we did that before we got on the floor. Woo. All right. All right. Woo. You do need your weights for one of these. Okay? 8s or 10s or whatever you chose. This is going to be Tabata timing again. All right? Oh. Breathe. Okay, first one, you don't need any equipment. Whew. The first one is bicycles. I'm gonna make it harder the second time around, okay? Now, we've been in tabletop. You know, you could do your bicycle here, okay? If that feels good, or you can extend the leg out or do a straight leg bicycle. All right, 20 seconds. Head up. Ready? And go. Now, since it's only 20 seconds, I'm going to let you go at your own pace. Get those shoulder blades up. Hands are just there to support the head. Breathe. 9 seconds. Pretend you're on a step. Contract those lower abs so you don't roll side to side. And time. Flip over to an elbow plank. We're just holding it for 20 seconds. Go. Hands are apart. And you're rolling to your toes. Just hold it. Whew. It's hard to just hold an elbow plank. You don't realize it. I'll change it for the next one. Whew. I'm breaking this up a little bit, chopping up this Tabata. Whew. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Whew. It's only 20 seconds. Wait. Get your weights. It's a chest fly with a leg lower. Okay. Whew. Ready? Chest fly, single leg lower. It can also be a tabletop tap down. You can lower both legs. Come on. And last one. Come up. Woo. We're doing that bicycle again, but this time it's an isometric bicycle. So you're going to be in hollow and then bring it in. If you don't like it, do the other bicycle version. Ready? Everything up, hollow hold. You always come back to the hollow hold. Okay, that's what makes it different. That's what makes it harder. When you make that connection. Whew. 3, 2, and 1. Flip over. Whew. All right, we're gonna saw, elbow plank, saw to a pike, okay? So we saw, pike, saw, hips up. I think this is a little easier. So if you want to make it harder, hold the saw a little bit more. Hold it for 1, 2, 3. A saw is always going to be harder because you're in the hardest position. You're really over those shoulders. Come on. Whew. One more. Abs are tight. And time. Whew. Get your weights. Narrow chest press. So we're going to be here. Okay? And I'm going to do this one with the glute bridge. Hold that glute bridge. Ready? And we go down and up. You can also bring your hands together, but make sure you're not over your stomach. You want to be over your chest, okay? Hold that glute bridge. Now, if your weights are super light and you're not feeling it, pause a little bit at the bottom, okay? We have 2 more moves after this. Ooh, this one. And bring it down. Ooh. Weight in your right hand. We do this right and left and we're done. All right, weight in your right hand. Right leg out. Left knee in. We sit up. And press. 20 seconds. You're working chest, shoulder, your palm is in. And you're rolling. Do this without a weight. You know, you could stay here and lean back if you can't roll all the way down. Last one. Whew. We're doing the other side. So you can make it like a partial roll down. Okay? All right. Bring it down. Have your weight here. Right leg in, left leg out. Here we go. And you're working this quad too. Now my head, neck, and shoulders are up, okay? You can also have this arm on the floor if you need it, or just have it alongside your leg. Just make sure you're rolling through that spine. Roll and push. roll. Drive that knee in. Push one more. Up. Whew. Nice job. All right, so that one, it was like almost like a single arm narrow press. So you get chest. So if you felt it a little bit more than you normally do, we just did the single or the narrow press. So same muscles working there. Whew. All right, let's stretch out. Let's go to a 90-90. Let's take whatever leg's in front, take that same hand out and just go up and over. And you can go all the way. Feels like a nice stretch here. We did a lot of core today. And bring it up. Good. All right, we're gonna just go right down to that middle shin and fold. So move back a little bit. 90-90 is great for the hips. Nice stretch. And you're really feeling a nice stretch in that hip. So come down wherever you feel the stretch without pain. It is a little uncomfortable, I get that. Good. Come on up. And then just lift this leg, fold it. Good. Just feel that core, and then bring this leg in front. Another great little mobility move. Bring it down. I'm going to try to do this one in the morning. Wake up those hips. Last one. Good. We're going to go to the other side. Now you can bring your hands behind you to switch. I really don't have room, or you can just go like that. I'll do this one from the side. Whew, I'm going to bring that hand down and stretch. And bring it up. And then just go right over that shin. This is my tighter side. So I'm just going to go a little bit more over the knee than the shin. You might find that too if you have tight hips like me. It feels like still a really good stretch. And then I'll make my way over if I have a little more time today. Woo. Come on up. And then lift this leg up. Hold it there and then bring it in front. Bring it back. Bring it all the way down. Lift it up. You're going to feel that oblique. Show me the bottom of your foot. Bring it back. One more. Lift it. Now, if you have trouble with that, another nice one is lift the knee and then lift the foot. Lifting the foot is going to be harder. So I sometimes do that one before. Give me a butterfly stretch. Whew. And then open up the chest as you come down. Again, open up those knees. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Good for when you just want to get a good sweaty workout in. With moderate weights, bring those legs out to the side. Out in front. Inhale. Keep your arms up. Reach those fingertips. Grow your body tall and then hinge forward like this. I see this all the time. Keep the arms up as an extension of your spine. And then you're going to pull and reach. Great for the posture, but you're not going to be rounded here. So wherever you can be straight, okay? Draw those shoulders down. Last one. And then fold over those legs. The moment you've been waiting for. So you're going to feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. You're going to feel your low back. You can bend the knees a little bit if you're really super tight, and then slowly straighten them out. Come on up, flip around. Ooh, come right back into downward facing dog. Right there. Oh, that feels good. Push those hips way back. Spread your fingertips. And walk those hands in, one at a time. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Give me a little cat and cow here. Open, arch the back, roll it up. Create as much space as you can in the vertebrae. And roll it up. Nice job. Big deep breath. Bring your hands into your heart if you need a little bit more, upper body stretch. You can take it. If you you have a little extra time, and I will see you next time.